we had the ball and we were making play and we were looking dangerous, and to get turned over and finish with a try against the run of play. So what happened next, I thought, was really pleasing, really important, that we turned around and scored, got a hand on the ball, went back, kept the same philosophy and got to score a try to bring it even. So there was
There are a lot of pleasing aspects. Is there one thing that you would put above the others that you were happy with today?
I really enjoyed watching the players play for each other. I really watched them get up. We were in, several times with men down, yellow cards, and seeing the players get up and encourage each other to get up and help one another I thought was great. And of course, scoring tries is. I'm really pleased to be able to get over the line, score those 5 pointers, and I thought we varied our play, which is important against teams, between kicking for space, running short side, running open, running off 9. I thought Greig did a great job, there was certainly things to work on next week. We're not getting carried away, I assure you. We're playing the best team in the world next week, so it's been a long time between drinks, 25 years I think, so we might have a couple tonight, but then we'll shift on to the next task.
As well as scoring tries, there was that period in the second half, I think, defending online and going 20 minutes with keeping Argentina out. That must have been pleasing as well from that aspect.
It was great. The players would put their bodies on the line. You can't ask for more than that. And like I say, they were working for each other. They were plugging holes and scrambling, and they kept pressure on their attack, which was very pleasing, very positive.
What did you think of your captain's performance today then?
I think he got man of the match. I think he deserved it. And I think that some other players played very well behind him as well. I thought Adamash had a very good game, but they were all, Greig trained and got his players in right from early on in the week, and he was pushing for a cohesive effort. And I think, I think it was a great effort from him, and he deserves it.
Taking a claim to the main captain.
Hey, well, he's done a good job with it, hasn't he?
Greig, you seem to have added a couple of strings to your bow since moving down to England. Is that from playing in Gloucester and in Aviva, or is it just something else, something in the food?
No, it's certainly nothing in the food. Certainly. Just kind of got the spring back in my step. Going down to Gloucester, it's strong competition, and down there to play, and week in, week out, you get the feeling in the Premiership you have to win games of rugby, and playing in pressure games, that certainly helped me, and just going to a new club as well, that helped me, and having to prove yourself again, stuff like that. So you really have to get there, work hard, and that's certainly brought my game on. And I think coming back up here, I knew Chris Cussett and Henry were both playing well also, so kind of the same thing has probably pushed me on for today's performance. But as Vern said, I think 1 to 15 the boys put their bodies on the line, and we were all man of the match in my eyes.
It just must be so pleasing to be involved in a team. I've got a performance like that, as you say, everybody setting up the...
Oh, absolutely. Scoring 41 points, I've certainly not done that too many times in a Scotland jersey, and we've probably not done that for a while. But as Vern said, we'll keep our feet on the ground, because we let in a couple of soft tries, which was a little bit disappointing. But there's always things to work on, and especially again, as Vern said, with the best team in the world coming to town next week, we'll need to turn up big style. But we'll enjoy tonight. We'll enjoy each other's company. We'll get back to the training field and work hard on Monday.
Vern, was the point, it was a 10-point margin at the end of the league close. They were going to win, but quite a bit in the last 10 minutes. Is that a big concern for you?
Well, if we're going to be, and we will be very honest about how the end of we conceded penalties, obviously, so we'll be looking at that, and we'll analyse it completely tomorrow, and then I'm sure there'll be a lot of player input as well. And they were very quick to point that out in the change sheet as well. I think they were disappointed, so that'll be something that we'll look at. But in saying that, there was a lot of character as well shown in that period. So
Well, what can you do to show up the scrum?
You might have to give me 24 hours to have a look. We want to be consistent all over the park, resilient and consistent. So we'll be looking. I think sometimes we scrum as well, and sometimes perhaps they're a very good team, very good scrummaging team, Argentina. The All Blacks are as well, and you only have to look at their games during the Rugby Championship to see that they've accessed opposition teams through their scrum. So we knew it was going to be a big challenge, and I think the players will be once again prepared to have a look at that with all honesty and see what we can do to improve it.
What was your initial feeling about the yellow cards?
Yellow cards. I really need to have a look at the video. I haven't got the same view as the referee, and we need to just sit down and have a look at those, analyse them as well.
Greg, can I ask you just what you thought was the main difference in that performance, particularly the first half, to games we've seen over the last 2 or 3 years with Scotland?
Well, it would be tough to put my finger on it straight after the game. I need to watch it back, but it's certainly feeling, obviously we went 7 points down, that certainly wasn't in the plan, but there's a feeling, there's not panic, we know what we're doing, and there's just a good feeling in the squad at the minute, and just the way we played with ball in hand, I felt as though we ran Argentina about. They were tired, especially the sort of tail end of the first half, and we were really putting pressure on. So the way we moved the ball with a couple of little offloads, we were able to attack the blind sides, and it was probably just a combination of those things that allowed us to score so many points.
Do the players make a difference? You've got 2 new players in there, Finn playing obviously, Mark Bennett coming in. Has that made a difference?
Well, the boys certainly played well today, that's for sure, and credit to them that their form over at Glasgow has been outstanding, and Mark, congratulations to him, he deserved his first cap, and as far as first cap goes, he was pretty solid, and Finn he's a young lad, he's full of confidence. I like playing with him, but he's got all the skills, and it's about confidence, it's about enjoying the performance, and I certainly enjoyed it today, and I think you would have saw that. The Scotland players enjoyed it. We enjoyed defending for each other as well.
Can you sort of do a Damon's opportunity, please? We just want to turn that around. Just go to separate stuff.